Hi guys, welcome to another Explain 12 video. Contrast to our last video flying the A300 by Inibils, we're today flying the Felis 747 and we're starting a bit mid-flight. We're actually going to start descending very shortly. And we're flying the cargo version, which is a user modification, so it's not an official version of the Felis 747, but it works relatively well, apart from that you don't have like the cargo doors and stuff, and that everything is still like passenger within. Let me just quickly move the viewpoint actually. So here you can see, unfortunately, it's still the passenger seats. But let me put on the sound again. I have to mute it because it's a bit loud and explain usually on the outside. And as you can see, I have the FMCs instead of the INS in order to be able to fly the seats in the stars. And I think my original plan was to do actually a full recording of this, but even though I saved a lot of time using the FMCs instead of the INS, it's still, you know, it's such a slugfest. So I thought it would be better to start this recording kind of mid-flight. And we are actually gonna start descending now. We need to get down to 2,000 or 20,000 feet. So we're gonna put down our altitude select to 20,000 feet. We're gonna change to that. We're gonna do a vertical speed 500. I think we can use the auto thrust or the auto throttle. Well, let's keep an eye on that. One thing what I noticed when I was flying this is you might want to keep the thrusts on 80 blocks user throttle, because otherwise I had issues with the second throttle always being at the back or moving, and just a bit annoying. In terms of the flight thus far, not too much interesting. We flew away from Helsinki, quite beautiful weather, a bit cloudy, it looked pretty great with the explained weather model. And then we've had quite a bit of an overcast at quite high altitudes as well, I think around 34,000. So let's see if it gets better as we get closer. Let's see, we can do the descent approach checklist.
Approach checklist, please. Seatbelts and shoulder harness. Check. Seatbelts and no smoking signs. On. Anti-ice. Off.
We don't need the exterior light yet, we can wait with that. There's a lot of these we can wait with now actually. And it does seem to descend quite well. It does also seem to work quite well, this FMC. I think it's just like a default one. And I saw some pictures, I'm trying to think if it was 747-200 global. And let me see who's still operating the 200. Geosky, let me see, Geosky, 747 cockpit. I think they had somewhat similar. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be. Oh, here's the photo. So here's the Geosky setup, which I think is quite cool. So a bit of a different FMC. I think this is the same one you'll see in some. Is it the MD80 or some of these that have this one, or the Avro? But then this is pretty cool though, this edition. So I'm hoping Felis does add this this here, because that would be yeah, that would just be super nice. A very nice picture overall though by Geosky, because otherwise it kind of aligns, right? Everything looks almost exactly the same as the Felis. So yeah, just need the little display in the middle, the ND display. I'm gonna Google that actually. And they are looking into it in the future, so that's good to see. It would be a cool retrofit to get that that added for the Felis. Unfortunately, we're flying really IFR conditions, so really nothing to see. And we are descending relatively. Maybe we can descend a bit faster. There's no rush though. We have plenty of time. I still think we have around 170 nautical miles left to our descent point. But as you can see, it's quite crazy weather, but I haven't been able to see anything on the weather radar, so that's been a bit, I don't think it's something that's wrong with it. Let's do normal. We have system on 1. I mean, maybe it's not that bad, just some turbulence, right? But let's see if we put it down a bit. Okay, now we can see some, but it's green, right? So it's, I'm gonna do a very short, see if we have it in our close vicinity, maybe around 50. Yeah. Let's change the speed to 200. Let's actually do, can do a bit faster since we have such a long journey, still 150 nautical miles. We're just over like southeastern Sweden. We're gonna be landing on runway 22 left, so quite the basic approach. Luckily we're doing a cargo plane ride, so no passengers that will feel sick with this turbulence. At least not likely. You can't also do anything here. I mean, this is just a basic one. Like, it doesn't have any function per se apart from giving the legs page. That's something to be aware of. In terms of preparing for the landing, though, we can do the performance calc. And here the important part is the landing weight, which should be 571. So we can do that. We can read data from the sim. And I'm actually gonna check with Windy what they say about Copenhagen, because I'm gonna guess they are giving us somewhat different, yeah, quite different actually. This is probably directly from where we are now, while Windy has the more, because I'm gonna guess the altimeter is also 2971 it should be. Ah, goddamn. It's hard to control when you have the aircraft bumping. We have an outside temperature of 3 degrees Celsius. And 5 knots. We should do medium, I think. I kind of like to do that. We don't want to go all the way to the end. So we need 6,800. That should be well enough. If we look at the the runway here, right? We can see that it's. Let me see actually where it says the length of the runway. Doesn't it usually say it here, or do we have to go to the ground? I mean, I can see that it's it's fine in terms of the length, but yeah, I've already set this in 195-217, our decision height. But let's have a look if we can find the length of the runway in one of these. So as you can see, 22 left, 10,827. So we'll be fine. If we can stop and get out around here, it's gonna be perfect. So the B4 kind of, but let's see. And I'm actually just gonna put this back to where we were. Just to make sure in case we need to double check anything. And we're soon gonna be at the altitude we wanna be at. As you can see, we've gotten below the kind of overcast on top, so that's nice. It's a really nice livery also, this one on, if you can see, kind of metal. I don't know if any other aircrafts have it, but at least this one does. Let's see, we are getting down slow and steady. We have altitude select, 20,000. Let's make sure we're still on Malmö control, which is correct. I could have started descending much later, to be honest. I'm actually gonna increase our speed a bit. There's no point for us in not having, or yeah, not speeding up. Let's have a look here. Fuel. Is this the reserve fuel ones? This is one of the only things I'm not too knowledgeable within, like what to do in order to balance the fuel once you start running out. We're probably not gonna run out of any of these fuels, just based on how it's looked this far. But let's see. Anything else that looks off? Nope. Looks pretty good. And this is a lovely aircraft to fly, that's for sure. There's a lot of fun doing the takeoff actually. But let's see now. I'm gonna check once again windy, see what they're telling us. Clouds broken, 1,200 feet, so it might be a bit close in terms of making sure we're aligned properly, since we don't have any ND screen, right? We can just kind of follow this and hope that it's gonna, but we need to be a bit cautious with our speed, making sure that we can make the turns. And like I said in my previous video, I've kind of removed all the Lua scripts and stuff, so this is just default, you know, lightning, everything's just default to explain, which I think looks pretty good. There's some improvements they can still do, but it does look very nice. And here we can see, so in the FMC, you select the INS here and here, but then here you can see the miles left. You can see it here, of course, as well. It's really just add a simple ND. That can't be too hard to make, right? I'm actually wondering if I should join the the Felis Discord. Let me see. Apparently it was hacked, right? Oh no, now the Felis Discord seems to, or no, sorry, not the Felis Discord, but the Explain forum seems to be down. Maybe a lot of people trying to buy the Fight Factor one, it's on a sale. I'm not gonna buy it, I think, as of yet, just not really in need of another 777. Okay, let's see, we should be down to 1,450 for our next one. So, oh sorry, 14,500. We can descend a bit quicker this time. Let's see, the throttles are going back. Interesting. It's always down when you when you don't want websites to be down, they're always down. Okay, let's see. We still have ways to go. So we'll be fine at Ekron. The thing will be after Tideby to kind of slow down. I'm gonna check now. We are around 100 nautical miles from our destination, and we're gonna be flying a bit zigzagging, so probably closer. And look at that, the weather is opening up. It looks pretty good. They're really getting there with the clouds. Slowly and steadily. At least I don't have that bug anymore. Could have been me removing the Lua scripts that helped. Okay, let's see if the website is back online yet. Still connection timed out, unfortunately. Would be interesting if there's any updates in the Discord. Seems like people don't use forums anymore, even though I think forums are much better for finding information than Discord. Okay, we should soon be at 14,500. Ah, there we go. Now it's up and about. Let's see. Felis Explain Forum. So here we go. Felis and Discord link. And I'll join Felis Planes. Livery support. Yeah, really shaking now. Let's see, so all liveries might not be working. What else? Something interesting, general talk. project. Doesn't seem like it, unfortunately. But he's developing, I think, a freighter though, because they have one channel for that. Okay, let's see actually, because we should probably be descending to... God damn though, this... I'm actually gonna slow us down a bit. And let's see if we can get this to... We are descending already, so that's good news, but my god, it's bumpy. So let's see. And I'm just gonna leave as is for now.
Approach on 120.2 Walker
Let's see, there we go,
4003
I'm
heavy.
back. Had to fix some things.
Approach Walker 4003 heavy descending to 5,000 feet.
Descending to 5,000. Descend
Continue
to
descent via the TTV to
10,000.
Charlie arrival. For the ILS approach to runway 22 left Walker 4003 heavy.
We might wanna descend a bit less now. Gonna start slowing the bird down. We have about 60 nautical miles left. Let's see. Okay, we're almost done at 10,000 feet, and we can get down to 8. We should actually get below 8 at Eshian. At 6:30 we should be at 7.5. So yeah, 8,000 should be fine for a while. Could basically get down to 7.5 just to make sure we're at the right for the next waypoint. And we do want to be below. So let's say we're below where our speed is though a bit high. We're below 10,000, let's get all the lights on. Let's see the checklist. Steer lights. Now we do want to go to radio, but we want to wait a bit until we are on the final Flight director computer select. We're gonna do the ILS here. Or I guess you can do landing if you're looking for outland. We need to do manual controls of the thrust levels though, so that's good to be ready for. But okay, yeah, nothing too interesting on the Discord of Felis. I'm gonna close Discord just to give us one less program to have to run on the side. And look at that, we can see Sweden here through the clouds. So it's not that thick, the cloud layer today. I guess logically we don't need to have the runway turn off on already, but I'm just gonna keep them. Does this qualify as storm weather? Not sure. I'm not sure. How does the logo lights look? Yeah, you can't really see anything, right? It's still day out there. So let's shut them. Okay, what's the deal now? We are soon at 7,500. Still some ways to go before we need to descend. I'm gonna go and take a quick glass of water and then let's do the approach. And now I'm back, ready to continue the approach. I guess it was landing I should have said when I left, but wasn't a long pause for me. Let's see, so yeah, we're leaving Sweden here behind us. Looks pretty okay. You can see the bridge here between Sweden and Denmark, so that's cool. But it's included in the sim. The only thing I have actually for Denmark is some photo reel around the airport. There was some freeware one, which I kind of like. Just add some trees and stuff. Nothing too fancy. Because I think there is a flight Tampa for, but it's only explain 11. Let me see, flight Tampa explain 12. It's only Sydney and Amsterdam that's been updated to explain 12, unfortunately. So that's a bit sucky. Okay, let's see, what else can we do? We need to start descending to the next one, right? 6,000. Let me slow down quite a bit. I'm not too big of a fan with the altitude select. Let's see, we're descending 4.4 and we should be below 4,000 actually. So I'm gonna put it at 3.9. Or actually 3,000 we can put it. And let's arrest a bit our descent. We don't want to be below 6,000 too early. How's the... Let's see, the auto throttle disconnected, so we gotta get that back on. I actually just realized I had the EPR mode on climb the whole flight, but should be fine. But of course a bit of a miss. Okay, let's see. We can't really see anything yet. We need to change, of course, to the altimeter now, because we're gonna get at 5,000. So 1.6. And I guess we want to do it on both of these. And on the backup one as well. And let's see if we can increase a bit. Maybe we can add some flaps. I think we can. Trying to check what's the 275, right? So let's try to get us slowed down. It does seem to be a bit hard to... I've set the altimeter now, so it should be correct. Continue the descent. And we should be vectored. Yeah. Three, two.
Heading 320 vectors to the ILS approach for runway 22 left Walker 4003 heavy.
We can change to radio. We can start the checklist.
Check. Outer brakes. Medium. Radio INS switches.
Radio INS switches.
Radio.
Descend to 3,000 feet Walker 4003 heavy.
Check. Brake pressure. Check. Altimeters. 1006 set and cross check. Landing data, EPR and airspeed bugs. Set and cross
Let's
check.
continue to descend.
Check.
250.
Check.
Fly heading 250 cleared for ILS approach to runway 22 left tower on 118.1 Walker 4003
Flaps
heavy.
line.
We can go with the ILS now. Let's see, fuel heat was the thing. I think we can put this... Yeah. Did I put...
EPR computer.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Sorry about that. It's looking okay.
Contact tower on
Let's
118.1
go to
Walker 4003 heavy.
increase the flaps a bit. And EPR
Tower
computer,
Walker 4003 heavy
go
inbound
around.
for ILS approach runway 22 left.
Check.
Walker 4003
Circuit breakers.
ILS runway
Check.
22 left call when established on final.
okay, call when established on
Continue
final.
ILS approach to runway 22 left will call when established on final Walker 4003 heavy.
Okay, we can start the new.
Landing checklist. Gear.
let's see if we can get the speeds set somewhat reasonably. So we need to do this manually. We can start dropping the gear.
Altimeter is 2970 Walker 4003 heavy.
Increase a bit with the flaps. Down and check. Anything else here? Spoilers aren't. Okay, the flaps aren't set just about.
Flaps 25. Flaps 25. Flaps 25. Spoilers. Armed.
Let's
Ignition.
see, let's slow down.
Late start. Anti-skid. Check. Altimeters. 1006. Set and cross-check. Flaps 30.
Let's have a look. Looks like we are descending. That's good. Anything here to do? I don't think so. We are going way too fast though, so let's slow down. It's because we are descending. We're descending though aligned with what we should, so that's good. Okay, very nice. Let's see, a flight start. Not sure we need to keep those on flight start, but let's keep as of now. I'm gonna go on complete manual. And let's see if we can. So we are really dive bombing now. And we need to make sure we don't. That was the thing I did want to check though. So around 147, right?
1000.
Let's see. Okay, 1000. Still looking okay. The thing I just want to make sure is that we get down with the back wheels first, because that was the thing I missed on the first time I actually recorded this flight. I landed with the front wheels. Nice boats also there on the side. Let's see. Can we get down?
Left Walker 4003 heavy.
We're way too high.
Approaching 2 left.
Not the best approach. We're very high, to be frank.
500. Sync rate.
I know.
Sync rate.
I know. I know.
50, 40, 30, 20.
Long landing.
Lights will be.
8,000 feet
10.
remaining.
Yeah, we're a bit. This is going a bit too long.
Check reverse.
Should be fine though. So let's see. So that's the one I want to take off or drive out on, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be. We can disconnect the thrusters.
60 knots.
Go back with the. Let's see. There we go. Let's give some.
Auto
Should
brake off.
disarm the auto brakes. Checklists.
After landing checklist.
And I forgot to do the establish on final call out as well. So here we are, Copenhagen. This might be a long taxi now that I'm thinking of it. Because we need to go to the cargo ones. Walker 4003, ready to taxi. And actually we should do this one, right? The body gear steering.
Auto brakes. Off. Ignition.
Yeah, we don't need
Off. Engine and wing anti-ice.
off.
Radar and transponder. Hold on. Stand by.
Let's turn here. I do wonder what our landing rate was. Radar and transponder standby.
Flaps.
Yeah.
Up. Spoilers. Down. Stabilizer trim. 7 units. Outflow valves. Open. Pressurization mode selector. This.
Caution. On taxiway. On taxiway.
Oh, maybe I'm driving a bit too fast. Let me fix the pressurization panel. It's
Manual. Aft cargo heat. Let's see.
aft cargo heat.
Caution. On taxiway. On taxiway.
APU. Check. Checklist completed.
And let's start the APU. And let's actually use this runway. Oh, we don't want to go into the grass. There we go, let's use this runway 12 and 30 in order to get to where we want to go. Walker 4003 heavy, ready to taxi.
Walker 4003
Oh, now we got the ground clearance. My miss.
1, 2.
for taxi clearance. Ground on 121.9.
So we're not going to the main gates. We are
Walker
going now.
4003 heavy.
We're gonna take this route instead.
On runway. 1, 2.
Yeah.
Flaps. Flaps.
Oh, we don't need the flaps, but thank you for the reminder. We're just gonna take this little shortcut. Huge, those boats look enormous, Jesus Christ. I guess that makes sense, I mean, being that big. I don't remember in P3D though, but I don't usually look. Well, look at this, here's some airplanes. Guess some maintenance facilities if I'm not mistaken. Not sure if you would use this for taxiing, I guess it depends on who's driving where. Okay, let's see. We gotta stop. We need to turn off the lights, I realized. And keep the runway turned off, but strobe and these, no need. Wait, is it started yet? Didn't look. RPM, EGT. Okay, there we go. Oh. Almost going a bit off the rails here with our... Yeah, let's see. So as you can see, as we closed, we didn't get these last points. That's something to be aware of, right? So if you're flying manually, I guess you have to pay a bit of attention to that FMC. Okay, let's park here. Doesn't seem like we have any other guests here. They have left space for the 747-200, the true queen of the skies. And look at that water. So it might have rained here a bit before. And now I do not remember which are the big or which are the small ones. I'm gonna guess, for example, 124 would be a large one, so let's just do that one. And let's check if the APU is still functioning, which it does look to be. That's good. I'm not gonna have to use it through the whole secure cockpit. Let's see, I'm gonna do some of these steps. We'll take it one step at a time. Let's see if we can get this somewhat nicely parked, which we seem to have been able.
Alright, secure cockpit checklist.
Okay, beacon should go off. What about brakes? Oh wait, it's because
Parked.
yeah,
Brake set.
you have to
Beacon
press the
lights.
pedals as well. Off.
INS. Align. Probe and window heat.
Probe and window
Damn.
heat. Let me see. It's these two that are a bit hard to.
Off. Back valves. Check. Fuel boost pumps. Let's see.
Fuel boost pumps.
Off. Reserve tank valves. Closed. Hydraulic panel. Let's see.
What do you need to do with the hydraulic panel? Maybe just put these off.
Check. Oxygen. Check. Flight recorder. This.
And the flight recorder, is it up here? Cockpit voice recorder. Stall warning, power off. Ignition. Windshield. No wait, flight recorder might be here, right? How do you turn it off though? Oh, this is FDARS, this might not be the flight recorder. Let's see. So the question is, where is the flight recorder hiding? Not the end of the world. I mean, we can shut down without finding that. Would have been nice though to do it correctly, step by step. Not that. I think body gas thing should be on primary, right? That one, no, that's not the flight recorder. Now I'm just shooting from the hip, trying to find the right button. I'm pretty sure it's one on this one. But the question is where it is. I can disarm that, we don't need that one anymore. Oh well, no no flight recorder today, not the end of the world. What we should do though to shut the... Let me just skip that one.
Emergency lights. Hold on.
Let's get all of these shut to the cutoff. Emergency lights. Now these should be a bit more.
Off. Radar.
And radar we can
Hold on.
turn off.
INS. Wait.
So I guess this is if you really wanna shut it down, right?
Off. Radio switches.
And
Wait.
then even the radio
Off.
switches, right?
Check was completed.
Okay, well, that should be fine. We can take this. Good. Let's have a look. Oh, it's almost a 1 hour video already. That was not what I had planned originally. Let's see. What we wanna do now is we wanna do the replay, and I wanna check that the flight was a success. It was a success with a landing rate of 156. Oh, so close to the 150 is the butter. So that's the. I have never gotten that award, unfortunately. Let's jump back a bit, see where we end up. Okay, that was a bit too far back, I think. And that was a bit too far forward. I think this should be a good one. Can't really see anything, right? So we're going in for the landing here. Let's see if we get out of the clouds. There we are. And here we can see all the boats. Almost looking like they're crashing. And there's the bridge. Can't see it too well, but it's there. Didn't notice though any difference with the photoreal for Copenhagen that I had. Pretty cool effects here. Can't really see it from the inside though. That was a bit sucky, but yeah, you can see it from the outside. So we're way too high on the approach. It was I who wasn't paying enough close attention. Actually here it does look pretty good, like there is photoreal. The ground looks a bit different, so that's pretty nice. Let's see, as you can see we're really coming down with the front first, almost like a Stratocruiser. Hopefully I trim it a bit as I'm doing the landing. We do float quite a bit. And then at the end I do push back with the nose. And there we go. Finally I did a somewhat okay-ish landing. You can see the thrust reverse is activating and stuff. So yeah, the replay function is working much better now. It's a bit buggy still, but could be much worse. So yeah, that was it. Hopefully you enjoyed this approach and landing into Copenhagen with the 747-200 cargo version. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Or hell, if you know where the flight recorder is located, that could be a could be a good start. Nah, but do provide any comments or other input, or if you have any specific aircraft you want me to fly more often. I do like to try to at least adhere to those. But let's see. But yeah, nothing else from my side. Have a good rest of the day, and until next time, bye bye.